What's going on, TehMadGamer viewers? My name is Deuce, and I'm your news director. Here, I will be bringing you guys a lot of Wi-Fi battling because that is my specialty. Some other types of videos might be some team building guides or something like that. But here, I have a standard OU battle against Robin from the Pokemon Wi-Fi chat. She's using a bunch of UUs and stuff, and I'm using a standard OU Sand team. But it kind of looks lopsided. But I can tell you this. You're going to be surprised how this turns out because I was surprised myself how this turned out. So let's start this off. She is going to lead off with her Electivire, and I'm going to lead off with my Landorus. Now, the reason I led off with Landorus is purely for scouting reasons. I'm Choice Scarf, but I am Special Attack with the U-turn, so I can just get Switch Initiative. I'm going to switch out into my Tyranitar, predicting that Ice Punch, and she's actually going to go for Psychic, which really surprised me because I have never seen a mixed Electivire in my life. But whatever. Then she's gonna go for Earthquake. I was predicting like the Cross Chop or something. And now I'm gonna stay and just go for Earth Power, and that's gonna KO the Electivire. So I only went for it because I didn't think she would want to switch out because she didn't know I was scarfed or not. But whatever. I'm gonna stay in. I'm not gonna stay in. She's gonna go into her Suicune. I'm gonna switch out. I'm gonna go into my Rotom Wash, and she's gonna set the Calm Mind. So I was like, oh, okay, whatever. So I'm just gonna Volt Switch off, and surprisingly, she is very offensive. You're about to see what she's gonna do here. She's gonna go for a Hydro Pump. Now, Hydro Pump to Rotom Wash, you'd think, oh, that's gonna do nothing. That almost one-hit KOs me because she got a crit. Now, at +1, that still does a lot. I'm gonna Volt Switch off, and it does a decent chunk, considering that she has the Calm Mind up. So I'm going to go into my Jirachi here, which is a specially defensive Jirachi with max HP and special defense. And I'm going to stay in. Well, obviously stay in because I just got in here. She's going to go for Scald and outspeed me, which means she's probably like timid nature. I'm going to go for Body Slam. Unfortunately, I do not get the Parahex. But that's alright, because it's not too game-changing. But I didn't know really what to do against this thing, because if she outsped my Jirachi, she's obviously going to outspeed my Breloom. So I'm just going to go into my Tyranitar here, basically to sack it, because I honestly don't even need this thing. She's going to go for that Hydro Pump. That does a lot of damage. Oh my god. Oh, it's crazy. Now, I'm running a Leftovers T-Tar, mainly for Weather Warring, and Choppleberry is not needed on this team. She's going to go for the Scald, which is telling me she's a dual water type move, Suicune. I don't know why, maybe in case she doesn't want to miss a Hydro Pump or something, as you see right there. I'm going to let T-Tar die, go into Terrakion, and this is my Banded Terrakion, which I completely forgot about. I thought it was the subset that I created. But I'm going to go for that close combat. It's going to KO the Suicune, and she's going to go into her Roserade. Now, I didn't want to stay in because close combat's resisted, and Roserade's defensive and whatnot, so I'm just going to switch out in my Rotom because it's almost dead, and I was just going to sack it. But she's actually just going to go for a Spore on the switch, which is a good play. And I do have a leftover set, in case you didn't notice already. I'm max HP and Bold Nature with a couple special attack investment. She's gonna go for some Toxic Spikes, which is alright by me. I just want to stay in because I don't want to lose any HP on anything and whatnot. So I think she's gonna try and set up a second layer of spikes here, but I don't want to get ahead of myself. Nope, she's actually gonna go for a Petal Dance. She carries Petal Dance over Giga Drain. That's very surprising. So now that I know she's locked into Petal Dance, I'm gonna go back into Terrakion, which is my body bag, and I'm gonna get hurt get poisoned by the Toxic Spikes there. And I'm gonna go for the Stone Edge. I actually miss, and then she's gonna go for the Petal Dance, and that's going to one-hit KO me because she actually got a crit. So double hacks right there. Sorry, body bag, but you gotta take one for the team. We just gotta keep moving, you know. So now that she's confused, I'm gonna go into my Jirachi because that's resisted. Maybe I should have done this first. I don't know, but she's actually just gonna go for the Spore. And, whatever. I was really hoping I'd outspeed this thing, although I have no speed investment, but whatever, it's all good. I mean, she can't do anything against me, because I'm pretty sure she doesn't have Hidden Power Fire, because she switches out here, and she goes into her own Rotom, which is Rotom Heat, and, Rotom Heat actually has leftovers, and it's pretty defensive, which is interesting. She's going to stay and go for the Heat Wave, and I actually notified her as we were battling when she went for the Heat Wave that it does not carry Heat Wave. Its only fire type move is Overheat. So the rest of the battle, she said she wasn't going to use the Heat Wave at all because that was illegal, and she didn't know that, which is alright by me because it didn't KO, and it's not too game changing. We all make mistakes. So I'm going to wake up from the sleep there. She goes for Shadow Ball, get off my Body Slam, get the Parahax, which is all nice because now Haxoralchi can come into play. And I should have wished off on this turn, but I actually just went for the Iron Head because I want to try and get some flinch, but it's dual resist, so I don't know really what I was doing. She's going to go for Shadow Ball, get the special defense drop, which I did not notice. And as you see here, I think I'm going to go for the Wish now, as I have the defense drop. No, I'm just going to go for Iron Head again. I have no idea what I'm doing, but I actually do get the flinch there. I think I was just trying to flinch her to death when I didn't even heal off my own health. Wasn't paying too much attention, I guess. So now this turn I go for the Wish. I'm like, oh, I'm in a low HP. And then she's going to go for Shadow Ball, and it actually almost KOs me because of that special defense drop. But now I can go for another Iron Head and flinch off and get my HP back. But unfortunately, it does not flinch. She gets the Shadow Ball off, and Jirachi goes down. So now on this turn, I have to go into my Breloom, because I know she cannot use Heat Wave anymore, which gives me an awesome advantage to try and set up here. So I'm going to go for Substitute, hoping for Parahacks. She gets the Parahacks. I was like, yeah, that's right. I'm behind the sub. What you going to do? Now I'm going to go for the Bulk Up because I am the Bulk Up Breloom, and Bulk Up Breloom beats opposing Volt Turn, and it also breaks through Rain. So she's going to go for Shadow Ball there, break my sub, which I was hoping it wouldn't because I have a lot of special defense investment in this thing, because it is a Bulk Up Breloom set. I'm going to try and set up a sub again with her getting Parahacks, and she does get the Parahacks, which is perfect because now I can feel free to do what I want, get that Poison Heal up, and go for that Drain Punch. So I'm at +1 behind the sub. Drain Punch is easily going to knock out that Rotom, despite its maybe be bulky because of that leftovers. I have no idea. But now she's going to go into Roserade, and she's going to try and go for Spore. And I think that may have been a misclick. She didn't tell me if it was or not, but I'm pretty sure it was because 1, I am poisoned, and 2, I'm behind a sub. So I'm guessing that was a misclick, which didn't matter too much in this game because she can't do anything besides Petal Dance me. So it wouldn't have mattered too much if she did go for the right click or not. I'm going to go for the Drain Punch again after it's resisted, and it's going to kill on this, or not kill, KO on the second hit. And I'm pretty sure here she goes into her Jolteon. She goes for Shadow Ball. I was fearing she had Hidden Power Ice, so I stayed in because my last Pokemon is Landorus, and I wanted to free switch into Landorus, and then I could just Earth Power off because her last Pokemon is Terrakion. She's gonna go for the Shadow Ball as you saw. I'm gonna Drain Punch off, get the KO, and she's gonna go into the last Pokemon now, which is her own Terrakion, and she's gonna go for the Close Combat, but it does not KO. It doesn't even do half, and that's because I'm at +1 defense, and I'm pretty bulky. I have max HP and a little bit of investment in defense. So that's game 2-0. Good game, Robin. I'll give her link in the description, or I'll have Mox do that. And yeah, guys, thanks for watching, and make sure to subscribe to TehMadGamers and myself.